Hello everyone, we are Laurentiu and Alexandra, Master Certified Ascension Coaches with Twin Flame Universe.
And today we're talking about false twin flames, right? What are false twin flames? Why false twin flames happen? And most importantly, how do you recognize a false twin flame from a true twin flame? So before we get into it, I do want to say that everything we know about the topic comes from the book Twin Flames, Finding Your Ultimate Lover. So if you want to study on your own and go deeper with this topic and, find out more as well about the mirror exercise and how to heal twin flame separation, the dynamics between twin flames, we highly recommend this book. It's very, very helpful and very useful, especially if you're in the beginning of your twin flame journey. But not only we revisit this book all the time as well, it's good to go over the basics.
Yeah, and also we know from Twin Flames Ascension School.
Yes, exactly. So let's talk about false twin flames. Why do false... what are false twin flames? So false twin flame is a person that is very similar to your true twin flame, and in fact will feel exactly as your true twin flame as you heal certain patterns and as you learn certain lessons on your twin flame journey. It's kind of tied into why people experience a false twin flame, and it's because you call in your true twin flame really fast. If you experience a false twin flame, it is because at some point in your journey, you yourself have called in to be with your twin flame really fast, okay? False twin flames happen because you have a deep desire to manifest your true twin flame sooner rather than later, right? So it's not bad if you experience a false twin flame. A false twin flame will simply help you heal a lot of patterns really quickly, again, so you can get to your true twin flame really fast, right? And a false twin flame will help you get clear usually on a core lesson or a core thing that you have misaligned about your twin flame journey, who your twin flame is, or even just about yourself, right? From our experience and what we see, people usually go through kind of really deep core wounds with a false twin flame. It can be something like you don't believe that love can be easy, or you don't believe you're worthy of love, or you believe that love should be painful, right? So therefore you experience, usually a painful situation with your false twin flame. You also might be kind of like projecting your true twin flame on a false twin flame, and this is exactly why you experience a false twin flame situation. It's not because your false twin flame is maybe in some ways it can be similar, but that similarity more often than not comes from the person projecting their twin flame on this person rather than looking at how this person is behaving and seeing if it aligns with what they want in their twin flame or not, right? So in order for you to find out if you're dealing with a true twin flame or a false twin flame, it's really important to get clear on what you desire to experience in your twin flame relationship. I think a mistake people do on the twin flame journey is that they focus on this person and manifesting them rather than using the opportunity to connect with their heart, to get to know their twin flame in their heart, because you already know your twin flame in your heart, and to see if this person truly aligns with who you feel this person is inside of you, or let's say on a 5D level, does this person align with who you feel your twin flame is on a 5D level or not, right? And obviously there can be misalignments that can happen, and this person can be your true twin flame, but you can experience them not being aligned because of blocks that you have. But this is a core thing. If you are genuinely healing specifically about your twin flame journey, if you are genuinely looking at what your twin flame is mirroring to you and you're healing that, and you still do not have results, then at some point it's time to consider if this person is truly your true twin flame or not, right? And if looking at this triggers you, you know, like you feel like, no, this is my true twin flame, I know it, you know, you don't dare assume that this person is not my twin flame because I know, then okay, just continue healing, you know. If you feel that this is the one for you, continue healing and work on it. Okay, good. So but you know, like usually people, from what we see, they at some point have like an awareness, like, oh my god, I have been looking at this person and they're not the one. Okay, they are not actually my twin flame. I see how, you know, I am embodying everything that I desire in my twin flame, and they are not, you know, so therefore they cannot be it, right? Good. So let's discuss about signs. Okay, what are the biggest signs? And we kind of already started to touch upon that, but again, the signs, we take them from twin flames, finding your ultimate lover, and we will kind of just walk through them together. So you have like the awareness as well. Again, you find these things like there, so it's good to have them, read them, highly recommend, but we will go through these points with you so you can no, I'm trying to find this now. I should have opened the book.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I thought you prepared it, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, here, like, just as she's figuring that out, like, with twin flames, like, one major thing that I want to say is that it should be easy. It should be fun. It shouldn't be hard, okay?
Yeah.
So, like, when you find your true twin flame, things should be moving really easily, in the sense of, if you really do the inner work and if you really love yourself,
Yeah.
you will see results.
Yeah, and before I go into the sign, I want to define a bit what means to really do the inner work and what is the inner work. We have a lot of people contacting us. Well, I do meditations, I do chakra alignment, I talk with tarot readers, I talk with astrologers, I do my inner work all the time, I have healed my inner child. And it's all amazing if you've done that. However, in order to have results on your twin flame journey, you need to heal about your twin flame, right? And this is a big kind of mistake that we see people do, is that they don't really focus on the inner work that their twin flame is showing. Because you can heal around your car breaking down, right? Does that have like something to do with your twin flame? Maybe, maybe not. But if your healing is not focused and targeted on the twin flame journey, you might not have better results in your healing, and you can experience, you know, not having results. And also from our experience, using the mirror exercise as a healing modality is the best healing modality that we have found for twin flames. Okay. And not only for twin flames, in general, we practice it for a lot more than just our twin flame. But, you know, you can start with your twin flame journey, and it integrates perfectly with other healing modalities, like, you know, meditation, or doing oracle card readings, or, you know, chakra alignments and all of those things. It's great, but it's more laser focused on that.
Yeah.
Right?
And just one thing about how it looks if you haven't healed something. Because, like, I think this is a thing where people get stuck. Because I got to people that, you know, like, they were like, oh, well, I healed with my twin flame, but he did this, he did that. I like, he's not doing this for me, and will be the focus on him, on what he didn't do, or what she didn't do, or what she did, rather than them feeling good. And that's not healing. If you still say that you healed with your twin flame, that you don't have blocks, but you still point at them that they did something that made you feel bad, you haven't healed them.
Yeah, exactly. Or if you still haven't forgiven them or yourself, if you still hold resentment or anger, or if you still feel in pain or hurt about whatever happened between you, it's fine if you did some healing. But if you still have this experience, it's okay to honor that there is more healing to be done in order for you to achieve peace. And in our experience, the healing doesn't have to be hard. With the mirror exercise, you can resolve hurts like this quite fast and quite easily. It does take a bit of time for you to master the mirror exercise, but if you work with us as your coaches, we can help you speed up that process, right? Good. So let's go into the signs of a false twin flame. This is from the book Twin Flames Finding Your Ultimate Lover, and there are 9 of them. We're gonna read through all of them so you can have them, you can reference them, get the book as well. You can get the audio book for cheaper or even for free if you sign up for a new Audible account. So no excuses for you not getting the book and you not starting to study this book. Okay, good. Okay, good. So 9 signs you are with a false twin flame channeled. A false twin flame will regularly abandon you. They will find ways to split up with you and get away from you either emotionally, spiritually, or physically. They will not be interested in spending long stretches of time with you because they are not designed to be around you for long sustained periods. Right, so like any other soulmate or any other type of relationship, you know, your false twin flame is not your true twin flame, so you can't be together for long periods of time the way that your heart is calling to, right? Like with your twin flame, you feel that desire, you want to be with them all the time, you want to be connected, you want to be everything, but it's not happening and they will abandon you. So the second sign, a false twin flame will try to lie to you about who they really are. They will not want you to know they are false because they get so much love energy from you without having to reciprocate anything real. A false twin flame will likely try to take as much of your love as possible without wanting to give love back. So this is really key, and this is where having boundaries on your journey is really, really important. I see a lot of people asking me, oh, well, my twin flame wants to be with me physically, but they are already with everybody else. Being intimate with your twin flame is a girlfriend at least commitment level. So do not give girlfriend commitment level behavior if you do not have a girlfriend level commitment from your twin flame. Okay?
Or boyfriend.
Yep, or boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, you know, that's when it should happen. Okay? So the third sign, a false twin flame will not share your vision for the future. That's really important. I cannot stress enough how important it is for twin flames to have to be kind of like on the same page with where you go in life, right? And this is something that you get by discussing, right? You have to have conversations about these things and get to know each other on this deeper level, right? I see a lot of people being stuck in either just in 5D communication, but not really talking with their person that they believe they're their twin flame about real, actual stuff related to their life. Like, how are we gonna live together? What's like our career? Do you want children? How is your, family life looking like? Like, what is this thing? How are we gonna do these things, Because again, if you are looking for your twin flame, you are looking for the partner that's gonna be with you for the rest of your life. Now, if you are confused about your life vision as well, and you have no idea what you want in the future, probably your true twin flame will reflect that. But the false twin flame will not share your vision for the future. And I think like there's like two folds to that. Like they will want things that are wildly different, or they will not discuss with you about the vision for the future. They will be vague about it, along, like just kind of to string you along, right?
We'll make it in such a way that will be enough to keep you hanging, as you said.
Exactly. Good. So the next sign, a false twin flame will not share all your deepest core values with you, nor will they feel inclined to do spiritual work with you to discover your values together. So this is important. You may share common things with a false twin flame, but with your true twin flame, you share all the deepest core values, right? So this is a very important thing. Deep misalignments about who you are. Like, this is why I feel like, somebody asked me, okay, can your twin flame be like a narcissist or have like these things? Well, I don't know, like from what I see, usually twin flames will share stuff like this. I see like, not to compare narcissism with autism, but usually both twin flames have like autism, or both twin flames kind of have some sort of form of ADHD or like some sort of thing, like they're healing through in the mental health area, so to say. It can be also complementary, right? But like this is why I feel like it's a very big difference if you feel like somebody is like narcissistic, or they have like some things like this. Like if you don't, because you don't value the same thing, like a narcissistic person will care about themselves more than others, right? So therefore, if you don't share in that core value, there's like, there's a clear difference here.
Yeah, just to put it, narcissist doesn't mean like when you put yourself first, if you care about yourself, that's being narcissistic.
Yeah.
That's not what we mean. It's meaning like if you care about if you not actually care about yourself, to be honest, more like if you try to put what you want about yourself more than actually what you need.
Yeah.
Is that so?
Yeah, we all know it. Like, you can study about narcissism more to see what I mean with this point. But yeah, it's not the point. But I wanted to make a point related to that because that's a core value that it's like can clearly be different, and you can see if you share that with somebody or not, right? So a false twin flame will not share all your deepest core values with you, nor will they feel inclined to do spiritual work with you to discover your values together. Again, having the tough conversations and moving through things like, okay, like let's just say you start a conversation with your twin flame about family and how many children you have, and you say you want 3 children and they want 1 child. Oh, they're not your twin flame. Well, first of all, you're having the conversation. Second of all, you can get clear exactly how that looks like. Why do you want 3 children? Why does he want maybe 1 child? What's the thing there? How does it look like, right? And you can hash that out. So by having a conversation, it's a good sign, and you can align into it. But usually a false twin flame will even avoid having these kind of conversations entirely about what you truly care about. And doing spiritual work means that it doesn't necessarily mean that they have to meditate or like do the mirror exercise from the beginning, although if this matters for you, they will align with you and they will be open to do the mirror exercise. However, there is a willingness to work through things together, right? So that's very important, and especially on a spiritual level, right? Good. So 5, a false twin flame will likely try to hide their true selves from you. They will not want to honestly share the deeper parts of themselves with you, even if cornered or persuaded to do so, right? So again, coming back to the discussions about tough subjects, like where do you see yourself in 5 years? What are your plans? What is your career plans? Do you have any debt? How will you handle debt? What's your financial situation? What are your dreams and aspirations in life? A false twin flame will try to hide that from you, or try to kind of mimic it, lie to you, essentially, again, because they love being around you. Like, you have to see the fact that you feel that there are your twin flame and you're giving them that twin flame attention. It's like a lot of energy. It's a lot of love that you put into somebody when you feel that they are your twin flame, right? So somebody who doesn't have good intention might, take advantage of that, right? So be careful. Good. 6, a false twin flame will not help you create a vision for your life, nor will they feel inclined to be part of your life's vision. Again, kind of on the same train of thought. You work with your twin flame on stuff, like me and Lau work together all the time on what we're gonna do this year, right? How are we gonna plan to do the next moves in our lives, right? A false twin flame will not make plans with you, will not, be interested in having this activity with you, will not include you, or they will not want to be included in your life's vision, right? Okay, a false twin flame will always prevent you from going deeper with them, no matter what you do. So again, no matter what you do, you can try to connect with them, you can try to do your inner work, you can try to do your mirror exercises, but there will always be this point that you can't go deeper with them. And this can mean also, like, for example, you may have only like a sexual relationship with this person, right? And you always meet and you just have, sex, and that's all it stops. But you want more. And no matter how much you do your inner work, no matter how much you choose to value yourself, the relationship will only like kind of stop at that. It can be a sign it is a false twin flame, right? Because they are not willing to take the relationship deeper. They're not willing to open up towards you. You build trust over time, and that's something like, you don't expect them to, a person to open up to you in all the ways from all the time. But at some point you should start seeing signs that things are improving and getting better. Especially again, if you are doing the healing, if you're doing the mirror exercise, if you're healing about the situations, if you're claiming, if you are improving your relationship with God, these are things that you should see changing. Yeah. So 8, a false twin flame will not be interested in bringing your painful inner misalignments to the surface. They will be more interested in enjoying your present now as you are, and not interested in investing in you and helping you become aligned with your divine self by bringing your core stuff to the surface for healing. This is a really good point. And I think like this is a point where a lot of people might get stuck that do the inner work, because you have to see, is it that your twin flame, like this person is mirroring stuff to you and they want to go deeper with you, or are you just digging for upsets? You know, your spiritual progress can or cannot be dependent on somebody, you know. So it's really important that you have a partnership with your twin flame when it comes to inner work. I always help Laurentiu deal with his stuff, and I point stuff out to him, and he does the same for me. And this is a partnership that you grow into. Of course, again, you might not experience this from day one. You just met your twin flame. Let me point out that big trauma that you have, right, that hurts you very much. Don't do that, right? Because it might be a bit intense, you know, if you guys are not ready for that. However, it's a false twin flame, again, will avoid to do that. A false twin flame will enjoy you as you are right now and wouldn't want to change you, even if, for example, maybe you do have a desire to change. Even if you do have a desire to go and pursue something more in life, you know, do something more for yourself, your false twin flame wouldn't want you to pursue that, because it threatens them, because your relationship exists only in that space that is right now. So you leaving that space threatens them, because they won't go with you like a true twin flame would, right? Good. So 9, on the surface, your false twin flame appears as your true twin flame, but as you go deeper, they reveal to you they are not who you are looking for. As you choose love at the core in the opposite places inside of yourself, your false twin flame is mirroring. They'll choose separation over unity, versus your twin flame, who will mirror your core choice in love and be unified with you. I think this is one of the points that I bring up always, like on my Instagram, and people ask me, how do you know this is your true twin flame? You know, are you healing? And if you're healing, does your twin flame come closer to you when you heal? Because a false twin flame will not. A true twin flame will always come closer to you, and not just like in a 5D woo-woo kind of way, in a real 3D physical sense, right? And it might be challenging right now, like if you're dealing with a false twin flame. This is what I see with people who have dealt with false twin flames, is that they heal, and they see absolutely nothing moving with their false twin flame person. And when their true twin flame person comes and they see actually live how the person changes as they heal, it's absolutely mind-blowing. But this is what happens with the twin flame. This is what happens with your twin flame. You have that mirroring happening all the time, and the closer they are to you, the closer it happens. It is a real fact, and I know it might be hard to believe, because if you only experience false twin flames, or like soulmates or karmics, where you don't experience these dynamics, this dynamic will be present only with your twin flame, because you are one at the core. Other people have other, they have their own free will, they make other choices, but your twin flame will always come into alignment with you. So this is a core piece, right? And it's a very important piece, and do not sacrifice on this in any way, shape, or form. I do not recommend it. Yeah, good. So these are the signs. Do you have something to share about that more?
I mean, the only thing that I have to share again is like, with your true twin flame, things can be easy. With the false twin flame, things are always going to be hard. They're going to be tedious. They're going to feel heavy, and it's never going to lead you somewhere. They're all going to tell you something, and sometimes the feeling that you have of who your twin flame is might not always lead you to your twin flame. I lead you to your false twin flame at times. We have people like going through this experience that believe someone is their twin flame. They can swear that they feel this person is their twin flame, but in reality, that person only shows how they are a false twin flame by their behavior,
Yeah.
by the way they're looking and just reacting with them, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And you have to be willing to look at those things if you want to have the truth.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if you want to have the feeling more than the truth, then yeah, you'll have what you want.
Or you want to have the person, you want to have that exact person. You know, this may not be exactly how it works for you. And especially as you start healing, it's good to be surrendered and open-minded. Of course, it's gonna be on you. If you feel they're the one, again, I said, keep healing, keep healing. And this is how you should see that your twin flame changes with you and you come closer, right? And yeah, you might go through deep stuff sometimes, which, you know, results in like these separations being a bit more prolonged and deeper stuff. And it depends again on how safe you feel to heal certain stuff, you know, the lessons that you have to go through. It depends. However, you know, with your twin flame, as Lau said, it should be easy. And I want to define here, easy doesn't mean that you don't experience upsets or challenges. But when you heal, you see the results, and it is a very, how to say, fulfilling experience. It gives you confidence in the journey. It makes you have, you know, again, more faith, you know, more, you know, acknowledgement that, okay, what I am doing right now is actually working, and I am on the good path, you know, because I see my twin flame changing with me. It is a sort of validation that you receive, and again, you don't need to kind of expect that kind of validation. It comes naturally, but it's very good to have it, and that's what makes the process easier. Again, not that you're not going to have healing to do or challenges to go through. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is about false twin flames. It was a longer video, but we wanted to be thorough and in depth. So you can come back to this video over and over again whenever you feel like you need to, you know, go deeper with this topic. And again, highly recommend Twin Flames Finding Your Ultimate Lover. Check it out on Amazon. And there's also a German version and a Spanish version and a Romanian version, as far as I know. So check those out.
You said Spanish?
Spanish, yes, I spell. So you can check, search them in that language if it's better for you and you're studying. Okay, awesome. I hope to, you know, see you read the book and see you in our next videos.